IFP is demanding the institution of a forensic investigation into the whereabouts of Queen Mantfombi Shiyiwe's SUV vehicle, the purchase of which was approved in the 2020-2021 budget. The party has added that the Premier is on record confirming the purchase of the vehicle. The party says the Premier should have explained the vehicle's whereabouts ahead of last week's handover of vehicles for the King's wives. We are joined by IFP KZN caucus spokesperson, Mr. Blessed Gwala, to explain the party's call. Sir, thank you very much for your time this afternoon. So after the Premier, Shiyiwe, had handed over those cars last week, you released a statement to say that he was grandstanding, and this latest now information calling for an investigation. Why?
Good afternoon. I must apologize that I'm on the road, but I'll be able to articulate what the IFP is saying. Right from the outset, Inkatha Freedom Party in KwaZulu-Natal provincial legislature questioned the timing of the delivering of vehicles for the Queens, as if it was a Christmas present, while the vehicle were actually available for months without any action. And the IFP believes that Premier Shiyiwe, who is the Premier of KwaZulu-Natal, was trying very hard to have his bread buttered on both sides, as use the delivery of vehicle as a publicity stunt. The IFP applauds the vehicle handover, but questions the absence of the vehicle which was already purchased for Wakangela Mantengane, where the late Queen Mantfombi Shiyiwe resided. I also lamented the fact that Premier Shiyiwe creates the appearance in the royal family as a person who supports traditional leadership and royalty, while he has no future plan for the royal household, taking into account that the National Development Plan 2030 is silent about traditional leadership. And Premier Shiyiwe, instead of responding to my comment, he ventured into a scurrilous attacks and insult to me as well as to the IFP. But at one point he tried to explain why the vehicle was withdrawn. That response raised more questions than answers, because when the DA asked the Premier about the fate of the vehicle after the demise of Queen Mantfombi, Premier Shiyiwe, supported by the Director General, Dr. Mkhize, said that the vehicle will not be returned back to the garage, as this would affect the discount the government had received from Toyota. The latest response is a contradiction of what the Premier said on record in the meeting of the Portfolio Committee on the Premier's office. Now, the IFP wants facts and figures. We call for a forensic investigation into late Queen's vehicle, the purchase of which was approved in 2020-2021 budget. We are not faced by the Premier's harsh utterances. All we are asking is that he must be honest with the people of KwaZulu-Natal as well as the royal family.
Babu Gwala, have you managed to find each other with the Premier? I wonder what kind of discussions you have had.
Can you come back again?
Have you managed to find each other with the Premier in terms of these issues that you have with him? Have you put these to him, and do you have a response from him?
No, I've already sent some questions to him because I see no reason why we must have a secret meeting, because we can only have a meeting with the Premier in a meeting of the portfolio committee of the Premier's office. So, but there are some questions that I've already raised. Those questions include whether the vehicle were bought as a service to each palace or to individual. And the second question is the issue of the ownership. Is it for the royal household or is for the individual? And the third question is, under which name are they registered? According to which act he is using? And then the last one is whether they are insured by who and who drives them. Because there are many things that are actually happening behind the scenes of which the portfolio committee is not aware of. But at the end of the day, you will find the Premier then going out, meeting certain royal homestead and exclude the other. And then the question why you exclude the other, because if he was honest, he should have told members of the royal family of Wakangela Mankengane why their vehicle are not delivered.
And we will definitely try and get hold of the Premier to answer to some of those questions. KZN caucus spokesperson Babu Blessed Gwala, thank you for your time.